everybody, Jared Garcia, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. I am with Antoinette Baca with Farmers Insurance. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. I am so excited to have you here. And, like we were talking about earlier, every moment matters. It's on our chalkboard.
Yes.
So today's the moment. And so tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my background is mortgage banking.
Okay.
I was in mortgage banking for 30 years.
So you know the
I
run of the mill.
I know the industry, yes.
Awesome.
Let's see, about 6 years ago, I found myself unemployed. I worked almost 19 years with, at that time, the largest local mortgage company in Albuquerque in the state of New Mexico. And they closed in 2010.
Okay.
So I found myself unemployed for a period of time, did some consulting with a large bank out of state, and then was a mortgage loan origination systems administrator for a period of time. But I knew I wanted to get out of mortgage banking, and long story short, just kind of fell into insurance.
Awesome. So tell us, how did you get into insurance? How did that... you're telling us a little bit of backstory, but how did you jump into insurance?
Well, I knew that getting out of mortgage banking, one of the things that I liked about it was talking to people and educating people. And I knew I still wanted to do something like that. I still had some years to work, didn't want to retire. And like I said, fell into insurance. And interestingly, as I was going through the training, and just to let you know, there is a University of Farmers. It actually exists.
Oh, nice.
And there's
Did you hear that, guys? So you went through.
I've actually been to University of Farmers in California about 4 times.
Okay.
So it does exist.
That's awesome.
But in looking at that, and then also looking at my own insurance policy, I realized I was grossly underinsured.
Right.
And
so it's kind of
that
you're
kind of
looking at it
I
looked at
it and I thought, you know what? Here it is. Here's my passion. Here's my passion I'm going to do.
Right.
Here's my new career. Let's do it.
So what does the grossly underinsured really mean to you? How did that impact your transition over?
So, going back, I was one of those people that just thought, insurance, just, tell me where I need to sign, tell me where I need to send a check, or let me give you my credit card information. So I didn't really know a lot about insurance other than you need it to be able to drive anywhere in the United States, and you need it for your home insurance if you have a mortgage.
Right, it's required, right? They say it's required, you got to get it, and you're satisfied, right?
And really, that's all I really knew about insurance.
Okay.
Well, as I started training and learning about insurance, I came to understand that insurance, the whole purpose of it is to protect any financial loss to the hard-earned assets that you have attained through your lifetime.
Absolutely, 100%.
Exactly.
And we always mention to our customers, you sit down with somebody, evaluate the portfolio, make sure that you get some opinions on where you need to be covered. Absolutely, 100% agree. So,
well, as you can imagine, having been in the industry, having worked in my professional life for over 30 years, I had some assets. We had lived in our home at that time about 20 years, so I had equity in the home.
Equity in the house.
And I'm looking at my insurance policy going, oh my gosh, if I created an accident, heaven forbid, and I was sued, I had more assets than I had insurance.
So the purpose here too is to educate your customers.
Exactly.
Make sure that they understand exactly what they're getting into, understand the policy. That's huge because a lot of people don't understand the policy itself.
Right. I was one of those.
Yeah. So that is awesome. Guys, so if you're looking for an agent who would sit down with you, review your policy, she's going to sit down and educate you in how the process works. So let's talk a little bit about realtors and vacant homes and that, because we get that a lot. We have a customer who moves out of state, their home is vacant. So let's talk about that. I know you had mentioned in passing and talking about vacant home insurance.
Yes. So I am actually a Blue Door affiliate at GAR, which is the Greater Albuquerque Association of Realtors.
You're with the gang.
I'm with the gang. So being a Blue Door affiliate, I'm at the Realtor Building on University a lot.
Okay.
And any opportunity that I get to talk to realtors, about vacant insurance, I jump on that.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of times, again, people don't realize, well, I have home insurance, I'm covered.
Right.
Well, there's a lot of times you're not covered. And one of those times is when you have vacated that home. And the reason you're not covered is home insurance policies have what's called a vacancy clause.
Right.
They all have them. And if you read that vacancy clause, it says that after the 30th day of vacancy, you start losing coverages.
Right.
So on the 31st day of vacancy, you're losing theft and vandalism.
Wow.
Theft and
That's
vandalism.
huge. And you're not even there.
Well, exactly. And theft and vandalism are probably the largest claim with a vacant home.
Gotcha.
So if you've lost that the 31st day of vacancy, your clients are basically going to have to come out of pocket to restore that home or replace appliances, things like that.
So to our friends out there, if you have a vacant home now, you're more than willing to talk to them in regards to that type of insurance. Realtor friends out there, if you have listings that are vacant, you may want to bring this up to them. Antoinette's here to assist you with quotes and that type of stuff, right?
Exactly.
So, what are some of the other differences within the rental policy? Why else would somebody need it? I know they're not there, but should they notify their mortgage company? Is that something the mortgage company should know?
They don't really need to notify their mortgage company. I mean, they could, but what's going to happen is the mortgage company, of course, knows that after 30 days of vacancy, a home policy is not going to cover them.
Right.
So potentially, your mortgage company could force-place insurance, right? Because they want to make sure that if something happens to that house,
it's their asset too, right?
Especially fire, they are losing that asset.
Absolutely.
And so force-placed insurance is very, very expensive,
It
and
is.
it does not cover your client at all.
Right.
All it does is cover the lender's debt, basically.
So guys, take a look at your policies. You definitely sit down and look at that. So lastly, before we go, let's talk a little bit about other types of insurance policies that you may offer, so we can, let our audience know, realtors and friends and family, what's out there. So what other types of...
Well, we're a full service insurance agency.
Okay.
We of course have home, auto. We do life insurance, and we also do business insurance.
Wonderful.
And with home insurance, of course, that covers the basic homeowner's insurance. We have 3 different packages for that, but it's going to cover landlord, so those investment properties, of course, the vacant, renter's insurance, but we also cover vacation rentals. We have a lot of people that are doing Airbnb.
So you guys can, Airbnb can be covered.
Exactly, and that's another thing.
That's great.
Your homeowner's insurance policy does not cover you if you are renting your home to Airbnb or even renting rooms in your home to Airbnb.
It's definitely good to sit down, review your portfolio, look at your options. If you're looking at investing, you want to get an opinion, Antoinette's here to help you out, guys. So
Exactly.
Thank you so much for coming in. I really do appreciate it. I think this is a great introduction and gives our audience a little bit more to think about,
And that's great. In my agency, our philosophy is we want to build the trusted relationships with our clients, but also our industry partners. We just want to be that trusted resource for any insurance needs.
With that being said, Antoinette Baca with Farmers Insurance. Her number is down below. And if you have any questions or concerns, let us know. You guys have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
Boom. That was pretty much it.
I was trying to look at the time. We didn't set the time.
We were just practicing.
Yeah.
But that I think
it was
is
about 10
perfect.
minutes.
Yeah, I think that was perfect. Actually, it's 9 minutes, 30 seconds.